So these are the Kato HO scale Superelevated Unitrack, and they come with concrete ties, so they are different from the normal ones, which are wooden. So these are special since they use superelevation, which is when the outer track is higher than the inner track. So they add these on curves to maintain the center of gravity because a car wants to go flip out on the outside part, so this sort of keeps it inside. Although you would think this would make it more unstable, but it actually does help the safety of the train, keeps it on the track, at least while it's moving. Here we can compare it with a normal piece of track. You can see that one is a lot higher. They are also using different materials for the railroad ties, so this one's more of a wooden texture, the other one is concrete. So it is nice to have another variety of Unitrack, not just have everything be wooden ties, because these concrete ties also do exist mainly for passengers. So one Amtrak P42 is on a bank curve, the other one is flat, and you can see just how more dynamic the one on the left is. It just looks a lot better and more interesting, and that's actually more realistic because you'll find in real life a lot of railroads use super elevated track. So I have two tracks here, one is super elevated, one is half super elevated. It's basically like a transition between flat track and super elevated track. You can see they both look the same. I actually wanted this also because it's a 31-inch radius, so it's a wider loop than the one I already have, and I can't go smaller because it can't fit my larger rail cars. But anyways, to tell them apart, if you look on the back of them, it does have different identification words. So this one says P car, the other one says 5PC. The 5PC is just the regular super elevated, while P car is the right hand Easement curved, and the left one is P cal. So if you attach the Easement curve to the regular one, here's what it looks like. It honestly is kind of hard to tell which is which, but you'll know you did it wrong if this part isn't flush. I've also picked up some straight track to run with the concrete ties, so you see this one is sort of like a regular size, and here is the one with the feeder track. One's feeder, one is just a regular track, and it also comes with a green box part. And the last one are these ultra long straights. These tracks also come with a tiny dimple in the middle. That's probably just a byproduct of manufacturing just snapping off the plastic, but it's not that visible. There are also these circle markers on the ends to mark out which tracks are super elevated, while the flat end doesn't have anything there. Alright, so for my final thoughts, I think these Kato HO scale super elevated tracks are really cool. It does look more realistic because the train is kind of banking on curves, and that's what you'll see in real life photographs and videos, but it is a subtle detail. Like, I never felt like my train was actually gonna fall off and tip over like I was imagining it was, and from far away it's kind of hard to tell. It's just that track is a little bit higher than the other. The track is also interesting because it's using concrete ties, so it's another variety of Unitrack. If you're bored of just a plain wooden tie, you can add this for some more variety. I was really curious about how these tracks would run since I couldn't really find that many videos or pictures of these, so I just wanted to get it to try it out and also show you guys so you guys know what it's like without actually getting it yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, remember hit that like button down below, subscribe if you want to be notified of future videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.